Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Coming after it. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Using his legs, it's Williamson. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Feeling some heat. And tackled there by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Get it out on the screen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Give to the running back. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
At the 47-yard line. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreless.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking for a man. It's Brewer. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, going up top. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to him. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Motion from the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Brewer. It's complete on the right side. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. He lets one fly deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Off play action. He's got him this time. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining it.
Can anyone catch him? The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Alabama was able to finish off a close one inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Brewer. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason.